and not that friendly. I, I know this one black girl online who has emailed me a ton of pages explaining how friendly the Koreans were to her in Korea, and she lives in Korea, and she has so many people inviting her out, treating her, doing favors for her, and there are a lot of girls asking her, inviting her to go shopping with them, and so she gets treated so well, even though she's black, and whereas on the other hand, everyone else tells me that the Koreans are very racist and homogenous and not friendly at all. So, I mean, what can you make of that? I mean, obviously everyone has a different experience, and everyone um, has a different chemistry with different cultures, and that's the only logical thing you can conclude. So, um, and another thing is your communication style. I mean, some people like me are more upfront and direct, and in cultures where people are more subtle and reserved, that might come across as rude. So, in that sense, our communication style wouldn't jive very well with the people there and might repel a lot of people there. So in that sense, I mean, in that case, my results might not be as good as someone whose personality fits in better there. I mean, for example, some countries are more reserved and subtle, like Sweden or Japan or Taiwan, for example. Um, Over there, communication is more subtle and indirect. So someone who's kind of forward and confident and upfront might be a little intimidating. I mean, they're in cultures where people are more reserved. They don't like people who are too confident and direct. That's kind of seen as rude. So, I mean, my communication style wouldn't be as liked and wouldn't be seen as a positive thing in such cultures. Um, and it's ironic that I mentioned Taiwan because that's my native country, but obviously my personality and my directness isn't, and my confidence isn't as valued there as it might be in some other countries. And it's just a communication style. My advisor Ladislav has similar experiences. For example, I mean, when he goes to Thailand, for example, he also says that the people, and he's lived there for years too, and the people there don't like his communication style. He's too talkative and outspoken and chatty, and they find the people there are kind of turned off by that. But when he goes to the Philippines or Russia or South America, people like that. I mean, they like that he talks a lot and that he's friendly and outgoing. I mean, it's that's seen as a positive, and in turn they respond positively to that. So it just depends on your style and your personality. And I mean, some styles and communication styles conflict, and others, have a chemistry or an energy that creates some positive vibes between them. So it just depends, and you never really know how you're going to vibe with a certain culture or person or country. I mean, you just have to try certain different countries and see for yourself. I mean, there's no one formula or one size fits all. I mean, you just have to try it. But I mean, without going to a foreign country, you can sort of gauge, as a barometer, you can gauge how well you might do there or how well you might vibe there. You can gauge that by for example, going online and talking to some of the girls in that country through like a social networking site, for example. There's a lot of popular ones that they use, such as in Asia, a lot of girls are on tagged, tagged.com, for example, and you can email a couple of them and chat with them for a while, and then sort of get a vibe for what people are like there and how you might vibe with them chemistry-wise. And so that would be a good barometer of testing how you might vibe with a country before going there. So, and you know, it's important to make a wise choice. I mean, a wise, informed choice. I mean, you can't visit every country. You've got to be selective and make an informed, wise choice as to which ones you're going to start with first. And on this, I mean, logic doesn't always rule. I mean, you got to use your intuition. You got to base it on your gut feeling. I mean, sometimes your gut feeling knows more than your head does. So you got to listen to that too, and sort of have a feel for where you might do better or vibe well. But so that's how you should select where you're going to go first, and do some research, make wise decisions, and follow your gut feeling. And but in the end, I mean, only time will tell. You just have to, like with anything, you just have to go and try it and see how that works. Okay, so anyways, I hope that makes sense. But yeah, overall in general, there are many countries out there where you can meet girls a lot more easily than in North America. But generally, yeah, that's true. As to how much easier it is, it all depends on those factors I just mentioned, and many more. I mean, some of the factors are intangible too. Anyways, I hope that makes sense, and I think we'll have time for a few more questions. Let's see. Okay, here's one from Xenon888. I would like to know how many foreign women have you slept with, not counting prostitutes. Well, to be honest, that's kind of a shallow, trivial question. Obviously, I've had my fair share of women, otherwise I wouldn't be happier abroad. As to an exact number, I haven't kept account of that. Actually, I stopped counting after a while, so so I don't really have an exact number. But anyways, that's kind of a pointless question. Okay, so we have a few more questions, but I'll answer them on the next video. Okay, well, thank you all for your interest, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.